And while I'm at it, let's repair that poor thing. Shit, it's gonna fall apart. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go harvest some more fucking metal. Yo, Pinky, you can also just type !Steam into the chat. You could get it that way too. Whichever's easier. Yo, sir. Sir says Dave just wants you to shoot you up with infected blood. Yo, I just want to introduce him to the Brotherhood, you know? He'll thank me in the end. He will thank me in the end. As you can see, I don't care if you guys chilling on the infinite couch know my access code. We can share our virtual items. I don't mind. But I do need to go harvest a couple more walls. We can go ahead and place the gate, though. Yo, Pinky, thanks for following, bruh. Definitely appreciate that. And you've helped toward unlocking Chivo number 2 at 2,000, man. So, big ups. I like how you can't get through that way. You have to go around. And it opens, yes. I was like, did I place it correctly? I did. Maybe. Will it close? Yes! It barely has clearance. Like, I think it would clip through anyway, but... Dude, hype. Alright. Building bases in H1Z1 is mad fun. I've decided. It's like my first time doing it. I usually just kill people. And I love setting traps too. I've got some landmines set up on this bridge. So when people come driving through here, because it's on the way to Pleasant Valley, they blow up their vehicle. Yeah, you get that deer. You look at that beautiful nature. A wolf chasing a deer. I actually got someone earlier with the trap. You can see the 3 landmines right there. I just had one and we blew somebody up. But I wasn't there to see it. We just heard it down below. We ran up and there were 2 corpses. Alright, time for some OP scrap metal farming. Been a pretty fun, chill ass stream though, as usual. Been live for about 6 hours. Those of you who watch the channel regularly probably noticed I took the stream off a schedule. The reason is I kind of like, I don't know, it's like every day is so different for me that it's hard to find a set time to stream. So I figured instead I would wind up streaming more often overall if I just did it whenever. And I have like, you know, some fans that chill over in like Europe, and we got some viewers in, you know, basically every time zone. So it's cool to stream at random times because people who normally can't catch the O show will be able to, so. We had a pretty big group earlier though. I think we capped out at like six people. I think we had a 6-man squad earlier. But now it's mad late. You know me. The night owl. So right now I'm lone wolfing it, trying to put in some work on this base. I haven't left like D10 and D9, like these parts of the map, for hours. Because I've just been farming and building. Ninth Gate says it's Sunday night here. Word. Very early Sunday morning for me. So yes, you're right. You are in the future. Hope the future's going pretty good. Hope everybody's hanging out. I want to at least get this like perimeter of our little base up here completed before I call it for tonight, but we'll see. We'll see. Because I do want to watch a movie with Bean and some stuff like that too. Definitely appreciate you guys chilling though. I was like talking earlier about how cool it is that almost no matter when I turn on the stream, and it doesn't really even matter what I'm playing, there'll always be like 20 of y'all chilling on the couch. So that's like a pretty big blessing on Twitch to have people that'll show up no matter what. So that's badass. Big ups to y'all on the Infinite Couch. Go ahead and put all the weapons in good condition here. Pinky says you don't have to enter a code every time you go through the door. Yeah, but don't I need to enter a code to lock it behind me so that someone can't just walk up and open it? You know? I got all kinds of goodies up in here. I'm not trying to share my goodies. Like, I don't think it's locked anymore, you feel me? So I gotta enter the code. So that way if I'm up here harvesting metal, someone's like, oh, what's in this base? They gotta at least start banging on it. But I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. Yo, don't set off my landmine, zombies. Those are for people. I think I'm gonna have to shoot this one. Don't make me shoot you, man. Nah, he's chill. Look, he's not gonna bother me. He's in the cult. He's cool. Pinky says only you can enter it when the code is on. Really? I mean, that would be awesome. But I didn't think it worked that way. It would be better if it worked that way. Do I trust a random dude in my Twitch chat? That's the question. Come on. See, I just had to yell at it a little. See, I told you, man. I'm not even infected. The zombies just... they don't mind me, you know? We're friends, basically. This is definitely not optimal, but I'm feeling kind of lazy. Probably be better to like loot individual cars, because sometimes like I found cars that have like 10 scrap metal on them just sitting in the inventory. But like I said, meh. I think I got just about what I need anyway here. I think I actually have enough. Pinky says, I experimented with my friends. Yo, well, when I was experimenting with viewers earlier, it literally didn't even matter. Like, even if I set an access code, people could just flat out open the door. That's how it was working earlier for me, is people could just flat open the door. It didn't matter what I did. Alright, should have enough for the 2 metal walls. Unless I'm low on planks, maybe. Yeah, I might need to harvest planks, huh? Nah, I got planks. What am I short on then? Oh, nothing now. Alright. So I need 2 metal walls, please, video game. Did it drop the other one? Oh wait, Pinky says that they know the code and they've entered it before. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense then. Alright, well that's badass. That's really a good system if that's how it works. Which I'm not doubting. It probably does work that way. So that's awesome. Thanks for the tip, bro. So I should be able to just close it at will and be good to go. Appreciate that. Yo, if y'all are just dropping in on the Infinite Couch, what is good? It's the O Show. I'm chilling back, doing some lone wolfing on the base now. We had a pretty good group earlier, but it's that time of night. And this is gonna be, that's nice. Look, here we go. We actually got the full enclosure done. That's pretty awesome. My only concern is being able to jump in there from up here, but I don't think he can. I don't think it'll be possible. So the next step is going to be to actually build inside of here. Though what I probably want to do right off the bat is do some upper walls, because people can pretty easily furnace up into there. So let me see if I have the materials for a couple upper walls, just to make the base safe. They've fixed up a lot of stuff like that, but you never know, you feel me? Am I short on scrap again? Probably. Yeah. Alright, well I can farm up some scrap for some upper metal walls real quick. I'll definitely keep the base safer. Lil Pimp says, are you gonna make it 2-story? Yeah, man, I'm gonna build the shit out of this base. It's just kind of my, like, experiment. I've never built the base in H1Z1, so this is my way to kind of learn. So hell yeah, I'm gonna build it to the max, dude. I mean, there's so much depth in H1Z1. That's what everybody who was joining back in who hadn't played in a while was saying, is that they were surprised at how much depth to the game and to the crafting there is. Pinky says you should make a large shelter in the base. Yeah, I'm gonna. For sure. Is that the biggest one? Is large shelter or is it metal shed? Do you know which is the largest one? I think it's large shelter, but there's several things you can build in there. Lil Pimp says make it furnace proof. I'm gonna make it as furnace proof as I can with these upper metal walls, but Pinky says you can't do that anymore. Yeah, you definitely can make it happen. It's not as easy as it once was, but this zombie is literally just chilling by this van. I love him. He's like my mascot. We're totally friends. Pinky says I can't place a metal shed in the base. I don't know why. I've encountered a bug where I can't place anything, and if I like close the client entirely and relaunch it, it'll fix it. But if it's consistent, I don't know. But sometimes you just can't place anything, and you gotta completely reset your game. Ninth game says you're gonna make it arrow versus explosion proof. Nah, that's impossible. That's how I bust open bases. I just stack like, well, you don't want to stack them. You want to leave them as individual items. But I just drop like 100 biofuel and just fucking blast it. It takes a lot of explosives to crack a base, but it's still the best way to do it. Come on. Alright, I don't want to break it. I can't believe that zombie is just hanging out. Like, that's my little buddy right there. You see my leg just kick out for a second? Holy shit. Hey, bro. See, we kid around. We kid around. Piggy said it's the metal shed only. Alright, you should submit that then. For sure. Bug reported up, bruh. Yo, that was an awful run. I only got 3. Tell you what, I'm gonna go loot some of the nearby cars for probably faster scrap. And then I'll use the crowbar if I have to, but I don't want to sit there and bang on a van forever. I want to at least try to make 2 upper metal walls here. If I can. Let me real quick see. Oop, my bad. I'm gonna real quick see what it's gonna take for that shelter. 8 brackets, 16 nails, 8 planks, and 8 sheets. Alright. That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know if I'll be able to make that shelter tonight, but I'll definitely try to do some upper metal walls. Our little location under the overpass here is so idyllic. Got beautiful deer running around. Beautiful zombies shambling. It's quite lovely. My lovely little trap right here. Oh, badass. You can get a really nice look at the swag right now. One thing I should probably do as well is set up like multiple dew collectors, because they fill so slowly that the more you have, the more likely it is you'll actually have some fucking water. Don't make me do it, brother. We are one, you and I, zombie. We're not so different. I gotta go on a berry run again, I guess. Fuck. Hydration goes down like insanely fast. I think I looted that car 2 times. Don't make me do it. Oh, I don't have any bandages crafted. This is a problem. I gave my first aid kit to Surf Guy. My character just got into a shit shape right now. Dehydrated, he's fucked. Your character in H1Z1 drinks approximately 400 gallons of water a day, give or take. I'm losing my edge. I've been streaming forever, forgetting to even to make bandages. What a fucking scrub. I'm about to throw in the towel here pretty soon. But I at least want to maybe make this couple upper walls here. But yeah, I either need to take a break or call the stream. Alright, I think the best bet, unfortunately, is going to actually be go down here and farm some blackberries. In the current H1Z1, there's a lot more tending to your hydration, food, yada 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 yada, sleeping, all that, which I do like. But I think they gotta tone down the hydration a little bit. It is pretty crazy. The tired stuff isn't too bad. They've introduced that in a pretty interesting type of way, but it's been like almost impossible to keep my hydration up the whole night. That's the one thing I've noticed. You gotta intermittently have these crazy blackberry sessions. I guess the point of it is to encourage you to have to settle your base near a water source. Or, like, what I'm gonna do is just build, like, a ridiculous amount of dew collectors. Huge dew collector farm. Alright, so now my character's just a little tired. He's a little sleepy. But that's not a big deal that I have to deal with just this second. Can hopefully loot up some cloth, make a couple more band-aids. Get the fuck out. I haven't found any huge amounts of scrap metal like I was hoping. But at least I do have that crowbar, so I have like a consistent source of it, you know? Darn it. I'm out here losing the scrap lottery, dude. I want to check and see if that wolf's still on top of the house. Nah. Our friend on top of the house is gone. I'm definitely gonna make that into a highlight, dude. That shit was incredible. No. Dag, is that another fucking hunting rifle? We have all the hunting rifles now. Do I have room for that shit? Nah. Rip. Yo, these empty bottles will help though. I really do want to set up like a fat dew collector farm. Just have so many that you actually have a good shot of having a consistent water supply. Would be beautiful. Gray camo t-shirt. I'll wear that. And let's go ahead and get some bandages crafted. It's never a good idea to be caught with your pants down without those. Yo, what up, Meta? Ninth Gate says, I'm reading House of Leaves based on Devo's recommendation. Excellent. I will not spoil it for you. It is a badass book, and it will blow your mind. Good choice. Y'all are just joining, man. I'm kind of winding things down. Been basically fucking around with base building all night in H1Z1. We got some badass viewer play going on earlier. Now it's just the lone wolf. It's that time of night, so I feel ya, I feel ya. I'll probably be logging off here pretty soon myself. But I want to try to grind out a couple more things here, see if I can get a little bit more done. Go ahead and fix my gamma real quick for you guys. Go. And as you can see, my character is tired, so I gotta take a little nappy poo here. So, yo, Pinky in the chat was saying earlier that... Wait, Pinky, were you saying that, like, if I invite someone to my squad in-game, they can interact with my buildings and shit. Because that would be pretty cool if that's the case. I don't know that that's true though. Well, to be real, it looks like I'm probably legit gonna just have to farm out some scrap metal with the crowbar. Which is like no big deal. Just not optimal, you feel me? But it's no big sweat. We'll get it done. Besides, I don't even really need to put the upper walls on there tonight. Alright, Pinky says members of your squad can interact with your building. Well, that's fucking awesome. I'm not really surprised. Alright, I think I have some empty bottles to drop in here for now, right? Alright, here's my big plan here. I'm thinking I'm gonna take care of a couple things here. I'm probably not gonna worry about building the upper level wall, because I don't think you can furnace into bases anymore anyway, and there's nothing over there to take or anything. I'm going to take care of a couple things out here. Then I think I'll take a break, and then I actually think I'm going to stream a little while longer here. I'm going to do some Hand of Fate for a couple hours. Have y'all ever seen this game, Hand of Fate? I think that's what I'm going to do, because I'm not really ready to stop streaming quite yet. I'd like to keep going on that front. I do need a little break to stretch out my hands and walk around and shit, but after that, I think I'm trying to do some Hand of Fate, y'all. I think I'll put everything away, you feel me? Alright, just trying to keep this as compacted as possible. This is the one thing, is like when you're managing your crates or whatever in H1Z1, you want to really try to make sure things are as condensed as possible. Like items are stacked up like that, like 52 instead of like 2 stacks. Because all that matters is number of stacks. You could have like 1,000,000 of these, but the only way it'll fill up is if you have like multiple items here, if that makes sense. So you gotta kind of take that little bit of time to, damn, we got an AR-15 in here even. We're out here living. What we're doing. I don't think I have a metal bore stack going already, but I'm not really sure. Kind of got to do one thing at a time. I'm going to break down this miscellaneous ammo for my own nefarious purposes. There we go. We got some salt stack in here. I think I got a water stack in here already. I do. I think I got a duct tape stack already. I do. I do not think I have a metal bar stack going already, though. Nah, I do not. Alright, so metal bars are gonna go here in the end. Bam, bam. Got antibiotic stack going already, so there we go. Yeah. And I'm actually gonna make a good amount of ammo for myself for next time here. I just want to find the right type to break down. There we go, 9mm. And then I know we got some other shitty ammo to break down too, right? Thought we did. Thought I saw some ammo hiding in there. Could be wrong. Nah, 15 380. Yeah, nobody wants that pistol. Alright, so let's turn this all into bullet components here. This will take a minute. Alchemist says, I've seen Hand of Fate around. Looks pretty fun. Man, it's really fun. And it's one of those games where at first it seems very simple. And parts of it are very simple. But the more you play it, the more cards you open up, the more kind of idea you get of the game, the more complicated it gets. So I really like Hand of Fate. So I'm going to go ahead and make myself some ammo here, and then I'll be switching games. But we made some fat progress on this little base down here tonight. And I learned, like I now pretty much understand everything about the crafting system in H1Z1. It's definitely worth. Big ups to those of you who participated in some H1Z1 tonight if you're still hanging out on the Infinite Couch. Alright, so now that I have a shitload of bullet components, I can go over here. And I'm actually going to craft some ammo for my sidearm, too. So I go to 308, and I'm going to make... Let's think. I've got 2 magazines for the 308. The 45 uses 7-round mags. I've got 3 rounds of that. So I need 4 rounds of 45 just to have a full mag. Beautiful. Now that that's done, let's go ahead and craft myself Alright, so I've got 2 full mags for my sidearm. I'll go ahead and make the rest. Actually, no. That used it all up. Perfect. Cool. Alright. Ammo crafted. I think I'm good to go here. I love this fucking game. Yo, Ask Guard. Thanks for following, man. I definitely appreciate it. That does get us a little closer to unlocking Chivo number 2, so big ups. Alright, y'all. That was a fat H1Z1 sesh. About 6 hours and 40 minutes worth. After a break here, though, I'm going to keep streaming a little while longer. Fuck around with a little bit of Hand of Fate, I believe. Not too much, just a little. Just a tad. I hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday morning so far. It's like 4 a.m. right now for me. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break here. I'm gonna stand up and stretch. I encourage you to do the same. Take care of yourself. It's not very healthy to sit there in one position for a long ass period of time. So I'm definitely gonna take care of myself. Grab some water, pet an animal. Take care of yourself. When the Osho returns, I'm gonna do a little bit of Hand of Fate. I'm not sure how long. But as always, I appreciate you guys chilling on the Infinite Couch. Thanks for all the follows tonight so far. Let's take a moment for ourselves here, and then when I come back, we'll be playing some Hand of Fate.
set, go.
Yo, what is good? Thank you for your patience. Had to have a quick little snack, quick little smoke, and we good. As always, man, I appreciate you guys chilling on the Infinite Couch. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday morning so far. I'm about to chill out with a little bit of Hands of Fate. Not for too long, but a little bit here. Kind of itching to go watch a movie with Bean. But I want to stream a little bit of Hands of Fate. A little bit. Now, I'm not really like pro tier or anything at the game, but I will try to explain a little bit. Because I've watched a lot of streams and had to kind of piece it together myself. But, you know, as always, man, if y'all have any questions, feel free. I'll just make fun of you a little bit. Alright, be good to go here. The high fives of destiny in here. Hand of fate. The game is very, very fun, though.
Back so soon? I knew you would not falter.
But I tell you what, it's kind of capturing it funny. Let me try something here. just the moment. Alright, hold tight here for 1 second. I'm not sure why it's capturing so funny. Is the video lagging for you guys? It looks like it is. Alright, let me mess with it a little bit here. Alright, that was way worse. That's confirmed a lot worse. That's so weird. It seems like it doesn't want to capture Hand of Fate. No understand.
The more you play, the more I wonder.
Let me go into the settings real quick and see if I can fix anything that might be causing that problem. That like drastically lowers the FPS if I do that. I have a way to like try to force the game into borderless full screen. It's real weird. I might not actually be able to stream Hand of Fate. I guess I should have tested it ahead of time. I just kind of expected that it wouldn't. Fuzzy says, I know other people use OBS to stream this. Yeah, I've seen them do it too. I wonder if they streamed it at 60 or 30 FPS. It doesn't really seem to like 60 very much. Maybe it's something I gotta like look up online, you know? Like streaming Hand of Fate? I don't know. I don't think it's anything to do with the settings. It's not like the game is very graphically intensive. It's just that OBS really does not like full screen games. And you can't really get Hand of Fate to run in true borderless windowed mode, which is what OBS prefers. So I'm willing to real quick here see if I can't find a way to force Hand of Fate to use borderless windowed. I have like this application called Borderless Windowed Gaming, but it doesn't exactly do the best job always. So yeah, I'm kind of stumped on that as to why it really be working. Okay. Hold up. It looks like there might be a way to do it like for real. So let me at least test this before giving up on it. Bear with me here, y'all. I'm just trying to see if we can get Hand of Fate to stream without any lag. It's all good. Okay. I got two things I can try. I'm gonna try the more extreme one first, and then we'll try the less extreme. Let's try the more extreme one first. It's a little bit of troubleshooting. It's all very fun. It's fun in games. Apparently I can do this. And I can do, there we go. Alright. This might make Hand of Fate run in borderless windowed, which is what OBS lacks. Hold tight. Hold tight, little ones. See if this fixes it. Enjoy the beautiful stars.
Back so.
Let's go to settings. Go in here. I think I did it. Did I do it? Did I do it? Let's see if I did it. Friends, let's see. Alright, that definitely does it. That gives me like 2 FPS. Alright, we're not gonna do it that way. What about this way? Alright, I think I might have resolved the issue. Maybe. I think I might have fixed it. Hold up, let's see. I could be full of shit here. But we might be alright. I might have fixed that FPS issue. The choppiness. I don't want to count my chickens or anything. Nah, it looks like it's gonna be choppy. Hold up.
Back so soon.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Not falter.
That's really bad. It's like streaming at like 10 FPS right now. Does that do the same thing? Dang. Alright, I tell you what. I don't think it's going to work out for Hand of Fate tonight. It looks like it's going to be one of those games where I have to research the OBS settings to make it not choppy. So, no Hand of Fate tonight, regrettably. I don't want to sit there and play it with that choppiness. I'd rather just go ahead and buckle down and solve whatever the problem is. So, god damn it. Yeah. We gonna have to put that one on the shelf. I'm gonna have to do the black magic and find out what kind of fucking goat I have to sacrifice. to be able to play this on my stream. That's okay though. That's how it's basically if you're gonna stream an indie game, it's almost always gonna take some kind of custom setup. So that is gonna do it for the O show. In fact, that is gonna be the whole enchilada. I was down to do some Hand of Fate, but Fate had a different plan, so we're gonna have to do the research on that one. Discover the black magic ritual to be able to stream Hand of Fate without lag. But we can do it. I did it with GTA. I can do it with this shit. As always, man, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Big ups to everybody who played some H1Z1 earlier on. Hopefully you have a lovely Sunday morning here. That is going to be it for this edition of the O Show. I kind of ditched the schedule. I just stream every day, except for when I don't. So big ups to everybody who hit me with a follow tonight. I look forward to seeing you guys on the Infinite Couch later on. I'll do the research and discover what that Hand of Fate incompatibility with OBS is, and we'll get it squared away. At least H1Z1 ran perfectly, though. Appreciate you guys chilling, and I will catch you next time.